and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that...
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds. Ooh. Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on. Asfa told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item? Well, given all the people...
Ok.
Welcome. Welcome. How can I help you too?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the Academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things... you see over there? Those are students from the Academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since... If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better.
Ecco.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Praticamente se dobbiamo impicciare. Ok. Basta saperlo.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful.
Cercano informazioni, ma su cosa? Ah, ok.
If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Ragazzo...
Hanno dovuto mettere King Dashret sopra. Vabbè.
What was that group?
They're called Ain el Ahmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the Academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. I've heard that Ain el Ahmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to...
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Pod. So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buy buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora. Have you? Oh.
Allora, fermi, raga. Ho i drop attivi. None. Ok, la Jafar Tavern è qua dietro. Credo di aver capito qual è. Ragazzi, se non finiamo sta missione non possiamo fare l'evento nuovo. E quella è la cosa che mi scoccia. Se no avrei aspettato e avrei fatto le altre. Sediamoci qua.
Oh, you've arrived. Please take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora?
Yeah.
Una cosa a
Your
caso,
boss's
Metal.
fervent devotion.
Buon
He'll be
pomeriggio
able to
comunque.
use this power to bring
All these guys talk about is
Mi sono appena accorta che per fare l'evento nuovo dovevo aver finito sta quest, quindi l'ho dovuta cominciare per forza.
The day will come when the Scarlet King
Solo che se
exacts vengeance on Sumeru,
dura un botto
and
non
all of
riesco a
them shall
farla
be
adesso.
punished.
Sta zitto che ieri ho fatto una multi e ho preso una spada, lascia stare, va.
Who are
Terribile.
you? What do you want? A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the student
Ma pure io ho perso una 50 e 50, eh.
A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
Lascia perdere, guarda. Una delusione.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place.
Avevo
The
messo una
question
bella
is, can you
multi da
afford it?
parte. È andata male.
Huh? What is this? Some kind of joke?
Oh, sorry. She must have grabbed the wrong amount. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Paimon can't stand to see so much more go.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there.
No, vabbè, io Gin non ce l'ho.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of... Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our home.
Io te l'ho detto, dopo che Cing ho trovato quella spada e sono rimasta malissimo. Malissimo proprio.
The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me.
Stai calmo però, non ti devi agitare.
But the story doesn't end there, oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true
Dovrebbero
god
dire le
will
cose della
suffer
3.2, no?
retribution
Mi
together.
pare.
If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has...
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
You again?
Ma chi è?
Academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me
Ah.
again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me,
E chi è
I'd take
questo?
measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Il ritorno di Tartaglia non sarebbe
and in no
male.
uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't put...
If you're suggesting
Vabbè che
that we
se c'ho sta
escalate this from
fortuna
a verbal
io,
exchange to a physical one,
pure
I
che ci
accept.
provo, immagino come va a
After
finire.
all, if, on the other hand, I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your
Cioè, ma
boss
ti
would
vuoi fare
willingly approach
due
me
risate,
aside.
Metal? Ho beccato
However,
Shanling.
I fear that by
Shanling,
then,
che io non la
some
uso.
things will have happened. Also,
Lasciamo sta, guarda.
a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today.
Non mi ricordo
Appear
modo
in
di
front of
aiutare.
the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about
Infatti,
it.
cioè, se tu hai l'intenzione di fare affari con loro, non ti puoi lamentare dopo.
Silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa. Did you see that? He not only got
Non lo
us,
so, Metal. Non lo so.
he went that way. After him.
A meno che... Vada. A meno che non decido di comprare quel pacchetto.
Wait up. It's all Hatham, right?
Che
What
bello,
do you
raga.
want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them,
Bello, raga.
since they weren't able to make... Alright. Goodbye.
Ah, così.
Hold your horses. We still have something to ask you about. Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must...
Who exactly
Raga,
are you
potrebbe
two?
essere un futuro
And why are you
PG.
inquiring about that? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
She doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna...
All right. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information...
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you... Okay. Well, if
È
you truly
spettacolare,
want
Metal.
skills you
Per
claim,
questo
then you can
personaggio
beat the Yanks
pullerei.
out of them when they
Dentro,
become hostile.
ovviamente.
Look,
Non avevo
if
dubbi.
you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now.
We know it's connected to the academia
Non lo so, di solito quando
do the Eremites
i personaggi nella storia hanno, diciamo, io lo chiamo il ciondolo del loro elemento, 50-50 diventano
You know
PG.
almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this info. This is what you've been looking for. This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone.
That's amazing.
Mi fa morire.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules, over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to Mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally... Well, I think that about sums it up. Ah, so that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
È bellissimo, raga, comunque.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk in, she's guarded against... I think she blacklisted me. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges. You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good I'll prepare some funds for you. That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh, that's a surprise. Here are two knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them without...
Quella brilla di più.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of... However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of... Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password. And here's... Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. Oh, and be sure to exercise...
Matra?
They belong to the... The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, okay, then...
Che bello, raga.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palette. We have unripe horror fruits, but we usually keep them in the back.
Following the paper got it.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show them to...
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
E te sto a seguire.
Before I retrieve your products, I need... please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means they sold out.
I'm sorry. But as things...
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that Al-Haytham gave us.
Fa un po' vedere.
Before I retrieve your product... please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is the answer to erudition.
Non è facile, raga.
Let's take a...
Allora. Quindi sarebbe...
Before I retrieve your... please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Seconda.
Thanks. If better... you look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
What? The mantra? Where? Al-Haytham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
Ok, ce l'ho fatta.
That way. Look, he's over there. Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way. Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the
Oh.
right. Here, over here.
Eccola
You
Dory.
can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? I'm unsure that... Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, but it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you... I'm not sure if that's supposed to be I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces, so that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to... As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead, help yourselves. Voila! Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in... What kind of products? Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological idiot. Who would want to be in it? Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods up to that? With this one, you can become an expert in historic... Ooh, now the 2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts.
Ecco.
Whoa! Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. Alright, let's try the method that I'll hate them mention.
Uno di quei tre.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
Meno male.
I'll take these, please and thank you. My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we just bought
Potrebbe essere una trappola, fai la brava.
If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million Mora. Isn't that a fantastic deal? Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself?
Brava.
Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Excellent. And then please... hold on a second. I thought we could choose... Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are... Uh-oh. Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these.
Non luccicano.
So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, and not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Dory, we'll take this one. All right, fair.
Vabbè.
If Dory went smoothly enough, let's head to a cold Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's